Making something is hard. The better you want it to look, the harder it will be to make it. The bigger the expectations you set for yourself, the greater the chances you won't even start working on it. Why do we do this? Why do we dream big and set ourselves goals only to have them crushed by ourselves before even starting to work on them? Why does motivation fade so fast? Holy crap, I've got no motivation for this, screw this. Let's say you want to become fit by exercising every morning. You know, because that's a general example for these things. I don't have a single doubt it's gonna go great for the first 2 days. You're gonna feel accomplished, you're gonna feel happy, you're doing something for yourself. Then one day, you're gonna be tired. You're gonna say, oh well, I've been exercising for the past 2 weeks straight, one day is not gonna hurt. Or something like, one bad meal never killed anybody. Or since an animation channel, let's say you're making an animation. You've got this really cool idea with a storyboard, awesome plot, maybe action shots, slow motion. Your idea is epic. You've got something you want to be proud of and share with the world. And you sit down at your desk, open the project, maybe brainstorm what's about to happen, but then you spend 20 minutes flying around the software with the camera and close the project. I know, because I do that myself. Anyone? I know you do this. If you're familiar with this type of thinking, you've experienced something Steven Pressfield calls the resistance. Resistance is a psychological force working against you every single day of your life and is involved in every single decision you make, even if you're not aware of it. Its only purpose is to prevent you from reaching your goals. The examples I listed before is the resistance working in full action. Any subconscious thought you make is affected directly by the resistance. Of course, whether if you're going out or not won't have as much impact as if you're like hitting the gym or something, because the latter results in you doing something for yourself, which results in personal growth. That's why doing the right thing is usually hard and you just go with the easy option. In this case, the right thing would be to finish your project, but the easy way out is probably just chilling on Netflix instead. The bigger the goal you set for yourself, the stronger the resistance will be, and the harder it will be to actually work on them. Now, I've been dragging this for a while now, but the main question is how to overcome the resistance. How to motivate yourself, how to get stuff done. This question is a bit hard to answer because human personalities vary, but there seems to be a universal rule that should help everybody overcome the resistance. The answer is as simple as force it. Now, obviously, creativity should not be forced. You should always develop your ideas with the best mindset. Which is the second tip, take breaks. Do things for yourself, go out for a walk, socialize, relax. However, what I meant by forcing it is just get yourself to work on it, even if you don't feel like it. Resistance can be a great guideline. The more you feel like you don't want to do it, the more important it is, and the more you probably should work on it. Remember, it's only hard to start. Once you start, you're gonna keep going, you're gonna feel awarded, you're gonna feel great, and you're actually gonna get stuff done. And in time, by doing this, you'll slowly become immune to the resistance. It also helps if you set the environment. Sometimes it's just hard to work in a workspace that doesn't suit you. Some people find it easier to work in quiet spaces, whereas others are actually more creative and productive in loud and noisy areas. Heck, some people even have special rituals to get them in the right mindset. Some people are driven by pressure, that's why due dates are a good thing to keep you motivated. Find what works for you. Now again, you should always take your time. What I mean by that is not waiting until you're ready to work. You should still put yourself to work. By taking your time, I mean polish the details. Make it perfect. Every single thing you think you could tweak, do it. Force yourself to start, but once you start, be a perfectionist. The quality of your work should not suffer because you felt the need to force yourself to work on it. Unless you have a deadline, that's different. You should stick with the deadlines, don't say I told you to skip them, because I didn't. You shouldn't rush your work, and if making the details demotivates you, then follow tip number 2 and take a break. One of the important things is also accepting the failure. You shouldn't need to prove yourself to anybody, not even yourself. You should know that practice makes perfect. And if you're not there today, practice will get you there someday if you keep on trying. Failure is nothing but a chance to try again, but this time improved and wiser. Any sort of project you're doing, whether if it's good or bad, at the end, it's always practice. The more you do it, the better it becomes. Even if the project doesn't look good, it's the effort and time you put into it that taught you something new. Sucking at something is the first step at being really good at something. Wow, who knew cartoons could be so inspirational? Now, this video probably isn't the best because it's my first attempt of this sort of format. However, I see it as good practice. I learned a lot of things while working on this. Whether if it's good or bad, I learned something, and that's always good. It's progress. One thing I found useful is lower the expectations. If your expectations of the project are really high, chances are you'll be disappointed because you're not always going to meet those expectations. Sometimes it's just the lack of skill. Sometimes it's the equipment you have available. Sometimes it's the time available. But chances are you're almost never going to meet your expectations if they're too high. Have low expectations. Expect the worst. You can either meet your expectations or be pleased. Either way, you're gonna feel better. At the end, if the project is good or bad, it was great practice. Why expect? The next one's going to be better. Focus on working on it as much as possible and take all the time for each one to make them as good as they can be. That is the best method for improvement. You'll eventually get there if you keep doing it, learning and trying to improve the mistakes you've done before. You don't need to become a professional overnight. If you're passionate about something, keep on doing it, trying. You'll become professional naturally. Don't force it, no one's in a rush. And also, something which is hard to accept, do not show your progress to others. If you show your progress to other people, you're already getting their reaction, you're already being rewarded for not even finishing the work, which subconsciously makes it feel like the work has served its purpose. People have seen it, it's already out there. You don't feel the need to finish it. You should keep the project for yourself until it's finished, until all the hype is gathering up and you show the world your final product. Don't do spoilers. It might feel good, but it's demotivating you. But at the end, all this comes down to the number one tip. Get yourself to do it even if you don't feel like it. Because starting something is, ironically, the start of all great things. Yes, it will result in a few minutes of pain, but in the end, it'll become intuition. And the more you do it, the better you'll be at resisting the voice inside your head whose only purpose is to drive you away from becoming the better person. The resistance. Hey animators, thanks for watching. This was a different style of video, as I'm not fully settled in yet. I have no idea where to put my green screen, so I decided to do this video instead. I've got a lot of help from my roommate Max. I'll put his Instagram in the description. You should follow him. Also ladies, he's single. But jokes aside, sorry for not being as active. I am busy with college, as I've said a lot of times before. I know guys are okay with me taking my time and stuff, but I still want to produce content. It's just something I'm passionate about. Plus, I just want to give you something to keep you entertained, you know what I mean? I'll be releasing the next episode of the system very soon. Hopefully it's already recorded by the time this video is published. But anyway, if you liked the video, let me know by dropping a like, hit the bell for more content, because I have no idea when it's coming out. Hopefully I settle in pretty fast so I can start producing content more efficiently. Anyways, hope you enjoyed. Good luck with your projects. Stay motivated. Do things even if you don't feel like it. Get the job done, take your time, and make it as best as it can be. Any work is practice, whether it's good or bad. I wish you all good luck, and thanks for watching. Stay sharp.